In stern signal to China, India tests 5,000 km range Agni-V. In a strong strategic signal to China amidst the continuing 17-month military confrontation in eastern Ladakh, India tested its most formidable missile, the over 5,000 km range Agni-V on Wednesday evening. The successful test of the Agni-V, which brings even the northernmost part of China within its strike envelope, is in line with India's stated policy to have credible minimum deterrence that underpins the commitment to no first use NFU, said the Defense Ministry. The missile, which uses a three-stage solid fuel engine, is capable of striking targets at ranges of 5,000 km with a very high degree of accuracy. It was tested for its entire range. The launch went off very well, said an official. The test was significant on two counts. One, it was the first usual launch of the country's first intercontinental ballistic missile by the Tri-Service Strategic Forces Command after its induction into the armed forces. 2. This is the first time the missile, which has been tested 7 times earlier, was launched during night. Times of India was the first to report last month that the 50-ton Agni-V would be test fired in its full operational configuration by the SFC in October, in first such launch since the military standoff with China erupted in April-May last year. On Wednesday, the missile with a 1.5-ton warhead was launched from the APJ Abdul Kalam Island off the Odisha coast at about 7:50 pm. Flying at 24 times the speed of sound, the missile's trajectory and flight parameters were constantly monitored by radars, electro-optical tracking systems, telemetry stations, and sieves before it splashed down in Bay of Bengal, said the official. As was earlier reported by the TOI, DRDO is also working to develop multiple independent targetable re-entry vehicles for the Agni missiles, but it will take at least another 2 years for the multiple warhead capability to be tested. An MRV payload basically involves a 6 missile carrying 4 to 6 nuclear warheads, each programmed to hit a separate target. The existing single warhead Agni-V in itself adds teeth to the deterrence posture against China, which has missiles like Dongfeng 4112 to 1,000 to 15,000 km that can hit any Indian city. China has also recently gone in for huge expansion in new missile silo fields for launching nuclear-tipped ICBMs. As per the latest assessment of the Stockholm International Peace Institute, China now possesses 350 nuclear warheads and Pakistan 165 as compared to 156 of India. But India remains confident of its credible minimum deterrence. The Agni-V is operational better than the earlier Agni variants because it is a canister launch missile to ensure lesser maintenance as well as swifter transportation and firing. The test of the 17-meter tall Agni-V test comes after a new generation of two-stage missiles called Agni Prime with a strike range of 1500 km was tested on June 28. The Agni Prime, also a canister launch missile, will eventually replace the Agni 1 missile in the arsenal of the SFC, which also has the Prithvi 2, Agni 2 and Agni 3. India has also long modified some Sukhoi 30 MKI Mirage 2000 and Jaguar fighters to deliver nuclear gravity bombs. The new French origin Rafale fighters inducted by the IF are also capable of doing it. But third leg of India's nuclear threat is still away from the becoming robust, represented as it is by the solitary nuclear ballistic missile submarine INS Arihant, armed with only 750 km range K-15 missiles as of now. Countries like the US, Russia and China have SSBNs with well over 5,000 km range submarine-launched ballistic missiles. India has 3 more SSBMs under development. With INS Arighat now slated for commissioning next year after some delay, the K-4 missiles with a strike range of 3,500 km in turn will take at least 1 more year to be ready for induction. Thank you.